Hey everybody, AI Jedi here again. Okay, as promised, today I'm going to show you how to create a pretty simple but pretty effective facial recognition model. Then later in later videos, we can build on this model and add people re-identification where it can match bodies, not just faces, and we can combine it all into sort of a very comprehensive um, people identification model. Okay, so for starters, let me get out of here. Okay, so here we are in Google Colab again. The first thing you need to do is um, if you have images, so maybe you want to take pictures of your friends or take pictures of your family, whatever, um, you then would load them up here. In Google Colab, I just put them right here in the top directory, main directory, um, all of those images, and then you'll see in the code here later, I have the image path as just a / with their name. So I didn't put all of them in the content folder like I normally do up here. But anyways, there's this top level directory there. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is pip install OpenCV hyphen Python. It takes a second. I don't want to waste everybody's time, so just go ahead and do that. Then you want to pip install FaceNet _ PyTorch. FaceNet's a deep learning model developed by Google. It's a CNN, a convolutional neural network model that creates what's called feature vectors. A feature vector, it's pretty cool. It's a numeric value. It's an array of numerical values that include things like the distance between your pupils or the distance between the corners of your mouth or your ears. All of those actually represented in a feature, what they call a feature vector. So each person's face is sort of like a fingerprint. None of us has exactly the same vector, right? The same distance between our eyes plus the same distance between our corners of our mouth and our ears and our nose and our chin and our forehead and all that. So that's what that is. Just really quickly, if you have trouble with FaceNet installing it, go ahead and rerun the command, but with the upgrade. And if you still have trouble, do a force reinstall. Sometimes I have a little bit of trouble, so I included those commands. Hopefully you just have to do this first command and you're good to go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, this code is not that long actually. Half of the code really is this Colab magic. And that's important because for some reason, I forget why exactly, but Google Colab has a hard time accessing and showing certain camera features. So I always use this Colab magic script here, this JavaScript. Okay, so let's go up here for a second. So after you've installed FaceNet _ PyTorch, then you're going to do from pill import image, then import torch, import torch vision dot transforms as transforms, and then from FaceNet _ PyTorch, import Inception ResNet v1 version 1 from Google Colab, Google.colab.patches, import CV2 _ IMShow, and then from Google.colab import output, and then some simple ones you're probably familiar with already. Import CV2, import operating system, OS, and from Python.display import display, JavaScript, HTML, and then from base64 import B64 decode. Okay. You probably remember from previous videos that we use base64 to encode videos. Here we're using the decode. All right. So the first, really the key part here is loading a pre-trained ArcFace model. So here we'll set ArcFace equals Inception ResNet V1. And you'll see here in the brackets, pre-trained equals Cassia hyphen WebFace. And then you've got .eval. And you've got these open and close there. All right. Now, we have a function here to pre-process the images. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the images that I took over here, that I loaded over here, and we're going to run them through this script to get their feature vector, basically to get their fingerprint of their face. Because then later, we're going to use the webcam to take a picture of somebody, me, and see if it can match. It's going to then rerun a feature vector on my face right now and see if it can match it up to any of the feature vectors that it already ran for all of these folks here. All right. So let me just go back up here so you have the code. I'll tell you what, I'm going to paste all of this code so you have it into the comments of the video. And please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Obviously, I'm going to continue pumping out a lot of computer vision scripts so that you can use them. And what you'll find is, as we can actually build on them. We can take one previous video where we built something and a future video, and we can start combining things like building blocks and build really pretty cool, complex but effective models to do various things. So anyways, I'm gonna paste all this code so you have it, but I wanted you to see this right here, the pre-trained ArcFace model. Sometimes I use VGG Face 2, but today I'm using Cassia hyphen WebFace. So let's see, and then we pre-process the images. Yep. Okay. And here's where we're going to capture the image from the webcam. We're going to use Colab Magic to capture that all the way down to here. It's then going to save the picture that it takes of me in a second as an unseen_image.jpg. It's going to do that. I think that's going to be stored. It's going to pop it in here into the content folder on Google Colab. And then it's going to compare faces. So here's the function for comparing faces. It's going to pre-process the picture it takes, whether that's me or someone else, in a second with the webcam. It's going to compute the embeddings for the unseen image. It's going to be me. There's nobody else here at my house today. So it will compute mine. And then it's going to basically iterate over the employee images and compare what it saw on my face to all of the people here. And I'm actually one of these people right here, down here. So there I am. It's a goofy picture, but hey, it works. So it's going to compare my picture today to that picture that you see there, and it's going to see if it's accurate. But it's going to check all these other people too to see if anybody else might match, right? Okay, so it's either going to say, the logic is either going to say that the unseen image doesn't match. Where do I have that? Oh yeah, it's going to say, if it does match, it's going to say this person is whoever it matched with in this list here, all these photos here. They're feature vectors. And then if it doesn't match, it's going to say the unseen image, the one that it takes with the webcam, does not match any of these people. No match found for the unseen image. Now, here's what's interesting. You could actually just create a database of the feature vectors, everybody's numeric fingerprint of their face, and then use that in the future. You don't actually need, you only need to use pictures one time and run them through the script here to get the feature vectors, and then store the feature vectors, just these numeric arrays. And then you could take any photo from the future that your surveillance camera takes, run an embedding feature vector on just that face, and compare that array to the arrays you have stored in the database and see if it matches. So that's interesting too, because you can get rid of all your photos. You don't need them. You just need to get the feature vector one time. Okay, so let's see what happens. So we run the script. Webcam comes on. Oh, there I am. See this capture? We made this in the JavaScript, so it captures it. So I'll get, fairly close. Capture. Look at that. It was telling us who it didn't match against all the other people. And these scores, the similarity scores, are these numbers. And then it says this person is Walter Engelbrecht, which that's correct. And the similarity score in this case, I don't know why it didn't show it. I would have liked to have seen it. We can write some script to do that. But it'll actually be under 1, which is actually good. These higher numbers are actually bad. So yeah, there you are. Now you can have your own facial recognition program running on your computer. Now, of course, you don't need to use a webcam. You could run video footage through this model as well and extract every 5th frame or every 3rd frame. Actually, you could. What we could do is write code just to not for facial recognition, but to actually grab someone's face so that you could use it to try to recognize it. So we'll do that in a future video where we grab it. But for right now, you could actually take video footage, extract frames from it, and if you've got good enough frames of a person's face, you could actually run them through this and see if their face matches. So, all right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe this video. Again, I'm going to add a lot more videos. I'll make sure that I paste the code for this because it's a little bit longer code here. So I'll paste all of the code for this into the comment section of the video. And I'll see you at the next video. Thanks. Take care.